The night had not fully ended. Dawn was still moments away. The city of Kufa was quiet, almost too quiet. Inside the darkness, a man stood near the entrance of the mosque. In his hand was a sword, poisoned and ready. He was waiting for a man whose courage had shaken the battlefields of Arabia, a man raised in the house of the Prophet ﷺ, a man known for his justice, wisdom, and unmatched bravery. The cousin of the Prophet ﷺ, the husband of Fatima radiallahu anha, the fourth caliph of Islam. Within minutes, history would witness one of its most tragic moments. A sword would strike, a leader would fall, and the Muslim world would lose one of its greatest heroes. This is the story of the martyrdom of Hazrat Ali ibn Abi Talib radiyallahu anh. Hazrat Ali ibn Abi Talib radiyallahu anhu holds a unique place in Islamic history. He was the cousin of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was also his son-in-law. Hazrat Ali radiyallahu anhu grew up in the household of the Prophet. He was among the earliest people to accept Islam. From a young age, he stood beside the Prophet during the most difficult times. His courage appeared in every major battle of Islam: Battle of Badr, Battle of Uhud, Battle of Khandak, and the famous Battle of Khaybar. The Prophet once said, "Tomorrow I will give the banner to a man who loves Allah and His Messenger, and Allah and His Messenger love him." The next day, the banner was given to Hazrat Ali radiyallahu anhu. But the life of this great companion did not end on a battlefield. Instead, it ended in a place of peace, inside a mosque, while he was going to lead the Fajr prayer. His martyrdom would mark one of the most painful chapters in Islamic history. After the passing of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Muslim community entered a new era. Leadership passed to Hazrat Abu Bakr radiyallahu anha, then Hazrat Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu anhu, then Hazrat Usman ibn Affan radiyallahu anha. During these years, the Islamic empire expanded rapidly. But as the empire grew, political tensions also began to appear. In 35 after Hijra, a tragic event shocked the Muslim world. Hazrat Usman ibn Affan radiyallahu anha was assassinated in Medina. The Muslim community was shaken. Unity was fragile. In this difficult moment, the companions turned to Hazrat Ali ibn Abi Talib radiyallahu anhu. They pledged allegiance to him as the fourth caliph. Hazrat Ali radiyallahu anhu accepted leadership with great reluctance. He understood the challenges ahead. The Muslim world was no longer peaceful. Conflicts had begun to rise. During the early years of Hazrat Ali's radiyallahu anhu's caliphate, major political conflicts emerged. One of the first was the Battle of Jamal. Later came the Battle of Siffin against the forces of Muawiyah ibn Abi Sufyan, the governor of Syria. The battle was intense and long. Thousands of Muslims faced each other on the battlefield. When the fighting became unbearable, arbitration was proposed to stop the bloodshed. Hazrat Ali radiyallahu anhu accepted arbitration to prevent further Muslim lives from being lost. But not everyone agreed with this decision. A group of soldiers from Ali's own army rejected the arbitration. They believed that judgment belonged only to Allah. This group later became known as the Kharijites. They separated themselves and began opposing both sides. Over time, their opposition turned into extremism.
They declared many Muslims as unbelievers, and eventually they began planning something far more dangerous.
According to historical reports, a small group of Khawarijites secretly gathered. They believed that the conflicts within the Muslim world could only end if certain leaders were removed. The man chosen to assassinate Hazrat Ali radiallahu anhu was Abd al-Rahman ibn Muljam. He traveled to Kufa. There he secretly planned the attack. He purchased a sword and coated it with deadly poison. Then he waited, night after night, watching, observing, waiting for the moment when Hazrat Ali radiallahu anhu would come to the mosque for Fajr prayer.
Hazrat Ali radiallahu anhu had already sensed that danger was near. Some historical reports mention that he had spoken about his approaching martyrdom. Yet he continued his life normally. He continued leading the Muslims. He continued delivering sermons. He continued praying in the mosque among the people. On the night before the attack, the city of Kufa slept peacefully. But one man stayed awake. Ibn Muljam waited near the mosque. His sword was ready. Its blade carried poison. All he needed was a moment.
The call for Fajr prayer approached. Hazrat Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu walked toward the mosque as he did every morning. The streets were still dark. The mosque was quiet. As he entered, he began waking people who were sleeping inside. Then he moved forward to lead the prayer. At that exact moment, Ibn Muljam rushed forward. With full force, he struck Hazrat Ali radiallahu anhu on the head with the poisoned sword. The blow was devastating. Blood began to flow. The mosque was filled with shock and chaos. But Hazrat Ali radiallahu anhu, even in that painful moment, spoke words that history would never forget. He said, "By the Lord of the Kaaba, I have succeeded." The attacker was captured. Hazrat Ali radiallahu anhu was carried to his home. Doctors and companions gathered around him. They examined the wound, but the poison had already spread. For 2 days, Hazrat Ali radiallahu anhu remained alive. During those final hours, he advised his family and the Muslim community. He reminded them to fear Allah, to establish prayer, to maintain justice, and he instructed that his assassin should not be treated unjustly. Finally, in the year 40 after Hijra, Hazrat Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu returned to his Lord. The martyrdom of Hazrat Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu was not just the death of a leader. It was a moment that deeply affected the Muslim world. Hazrat Ali radiallahu anhu was known for his courage, but even more for his justice, wisdom, and humility. He fought bravely on the battlefield, yet he lived a life of simplicity and devotion. Even at the moment of death, he spoke about justice, even toward the man who attacked him. His life reminds us of an important lesson. True leadership in Islam is built on faith, patience, and justice. Power is temporary, but character remains forever. Hazrat Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu left behind a legacy of knowledge, courage, and righteousness, and his story continues to inspire millions of Muslims across the world.